So I was honestly expecting a further pullback into the new day opening gap, maybe to the 0.25% of it, which lined up with some sell side down here. I was expecting this equal low here to get swept and then we get a rotation back out of it, but that did not happen, which it kind of proves the bullish narrative. Oh yeah, since 930 did not really manipulate lower first, maybe we get that retracement during the macro. If that doesn't happen and we just start closing higher and respecting bullish PD arrays, I could potentially enter, but I'm not sure if I would want to do that before the next 4-hour candle that opens. That's the question. Because this buy side here is still the main target. This here could be the low of the week. It's kind of glitching. But yeah, I am expecting this low here to be the low of week, but we will see. Taycon, good morning. I'm doing great, man. How are you? Yeah, that PM session high was, clean liquidity level. That's great to hear, man. But we still have some more upside targets that we can still aim for. You have 28, 255 lines up perfectly with the -4 standard deviation. And I was wanted to see some sort of retracement at the -2 to -2.5, and we didn't really get that. I mean, we kind of did at the -2 right here at the 930 open. Let's see how these levels hold. Behind a small inverse. Any trades today? Yeah, yep. We did have this 1 minute CISD after the sweep. No, I mean, one of the main reasons is this huge overnight move that happened. And usually the day after FOMC, the AM session can be a bit more difficult to trade. So you really have to lower your expectations. That's a low probability order block here. It did not leave any gap or displacements from it. So expectations are low this morning. If there is a setup, maybe inside the silver bullet window, then we could aim for that. But I mean, those huge news releases like FOMC, NFP, and sometimes even CPI can and will at times print the high, low of the week, monthly highs and lows. So yeah, there is data to back that up. Like I said earlier, I do believe FOMC did print the low of week, going into tomorrow, but this is all low resistance here. All this liquidity, maybe we can sweep it going into August, but at the same time, August is one of the worst price action months that have. So August will probably not be taking as many trades. Same thing with late December. Yeah, tier one is honestly the main focus. I really like 10 a.m. news. I perform very, very well whenever we have 10 a.m. news, whether it's orange folder, home sales, red folder. Yes. I've noticed that as well. We haven't really been getting, like, CPI hasn't been doing nothing recently. The impact of those red folder news have kind of slowed down a bit. Oh, that's weird. So orange folder on Forex Factory and then red folder and final finance juice. That's kind of weird. I mean, sometimes you can kind of expect, I don't want to necessarily say bad price action, but whenever you don't get the first presentation gap printed within like the first 15 to 20 minutes of 930 open, you can kind of expect some sort of more difficult price action. So bullish PD arrays holding. Yeah, I mean, there isn't, I guess you could say that you could have taken this early entry here, but is it really worth? So let's say you entered on the CISD, a 100-point stop loss wouldn't really cover you. That's not enough because this is all low resistance that you could have gotten manipulated on. So far, no trade, just sitting back, tape reading. Don't need to execute every single day to make money. So Joe, good morning. That's a clean entry here on gold. Order block gap. ES a lot cleaner. The 930 open, sweep, SMT. Oh yeah, ES a lot cleaner. You gotta keep an eye on this high here, this little high. Because right now we do have SMTs on this, but SMT is just a confirmation tool. at the end of the day. It doesn't give you directional bias, or it gives you more of the narrative on how could price reach certain levels. What else do you trade, Joe? Is it only gold? I know you trade futures, the indices, but what is it that you all trade? Metal. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, I can never trade oil, gold, metal. Takes a different kind of breed, let's say. Let's see the projection move for the to IRL. I mean, I wouldn't say this here. The opening range standard deviation -1 is a stretch. We could potentially see that towards the end of the session, but I wouldn't count it out. The goal is, where do you see the low forming so you could participate in that move higher, because the bias and direction it's clear, but again, how far and how deep the retracement you'd expect. As of now, Apple and Google they still red on the day. Once we get that rotation out of the red on Google and Apple, then we could really see some serious upside here. Yeah, I do have them opened up right here, if you can see. TradingView stock heat map. I wouldn't like use it. It is a confirmation tool. You know, it's not really, I don't make decisions based on what's going on the stocks. But yeah, well, once we get this rotation out, then we could see some potential upside. But yeah, there's like, you could even, adjust the settings, maybe NASDAQ 100. You can just focus on that. I like to keep the S&P 500 index, since it kind of shows you what the majority of the stocks are doing. There is a small delay on this though, probably like few minutes. It's not necessary, but you could have it up there. Do you guys know of any SMT indicators? Something reliable. Stock futures. No, I have not. But yes, SMT indicators. It would just be nice, and it's more convenient to have some sort of SMT indicator on here. I'll check that out. Another session level. What in the hell is this? Go to a clean chart. I'll check it out after we're done trading. I got you. I'll reach out to you guys after we're done here. No SMTs at these lows. How is my microphone? Do you guys hear me good? Am I too far away from it? How is it? Where do you live, Taycan? UAE. Okay. Oh, that's weird. Joe, how is that setup turning out? Your new office. That's good, man. Just let me know when you're ready for content. We gotta get you out there too. We have tiny SMTs here with ES. I'm really liking this candle here. We're gonna close through the 5-minute order block. Let's see how this here closes. We'll take a position right here. Let's see. Okay, that gap looks like it will stay open. Stop loss. We can actually put it at the midpoint of this order block here. So yeah, we'll take 15 off the high, 28,196, and then we'll leave some runners into this buy side here. I want to see this order block hold. That give me more confidence in the trade. Yeah, man, just let me know whenever you're ready, and I'll share some ideas with you. Risking about 2 grand in this trade. So the first profit target, it's at around 1R. Then we'll leave the runner potentially 2-3R. Order filled. All right, first profit target hit. Let's see. We'll trail the stop loss. We'll keep it at around break even. Then we have the next profit target, 10 remaining contracts, 28,255. 28,255. See, we can start limiting our risk, since it wouldn't make sense risking I would say 800 to make an extra 400 up here. So we'll trail the stop loss to here. If we do get stopped out, that was a 1R trade, which I don't really look at. I don't pay attention to the R's, because it can all be subjective. You know, my system is, I wouldn't say intuitive, but it's not mechanical. So you have to take money whenever the market makes it available to you. You do that consistently without deviating, moving stop losses, over trading, and you will make money. Joe, are you trading CTR, candlestick theory? I know it became very popular. All right, we got stopped out here. Let's see where we closed at. We closed out at 1R. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Take care.